18 first. Representative Faison. Motion's been made on the bill and properly seconded.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee. What we have here before you, House Bill 118, is a bill that would allow a license permit holder to be able to keep a gun, firearm, in their car locked, and be willing to answer any questions the committee might have.
Representative Jones, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So, let me see if I understand exactly what it's supposed to do. It allows a permit holder on any property to have a gun in their car, in the trunk, in the glove compartment. So you could go to church, school, drive down to the guy's house down the block, any restaurant, any business, anywhere.
The ones you mentioned, yes, ma'am. The only exemption would be a place that a federal law would trump it. But other than that, in the state of Tennessee, you could take your car with a gun in it any place else.
So you work at Nissan. You take your gun to work on their parking lot. If it's posted that you can't have a gun, can you still take the gun?
Ms. Jones, what we've done is we've created an exception for very few Tennesseans, less than 5% of Tennesseans, and the law still remains. You can still post, Nissan could post, as you just asked. But what we've done is we've created an exception for a person who has proven to the state Tennessee legislature, who's proven to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and who's proven to our Department of Homeland Security that they're worthy to be able to carry a gun and keep a gun. We're going to make an exception for them to be able to lock their gun in their car. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So if it's posted that you can't take a gun, you can still take a gun.
If you're a permit holder, yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you are the employer and you find out that somebody has a gun and you've said no guns, what happens to that employee who the employer catches with a gun in their car if they've posted?
Representative, the interesting thing about this legislation is we are not going to dictate policy setting at a business. And if a business decides to fire someone or to reprimand someone, that is their role. And we as a legislature are not taking a posture, or excuse me as Representative Faison, not taking a posture to dictate to them. And they have complete, you can fire, this is an at-will state, and they still be able to do whatever they want with a person who had a gun in their car.
Okay, so posting with this won't make any difference. Yes or no is good. I'm just trying to find out where I am.
For permit holders, no, ma'am.
Okay, so permit holder, it doesn't matter what's posted where, you can still take it as long as you are a permit holder.
Yes, ma'am.
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anytime.
Except for federal.
Any day.
Any day. 7 days a week and twice on Sunday.
Representative Lundberg, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Representative. I know you've spent a great deal of time and work on this. Question for you. This is traveling with an amendment from the Senate. Are we going to look at that as well?
This is. And do y'all have the amendment?
Yes, we do, and the drafting code is 002846.
Your intention to put the Senate amendment on this bill?
That is correct.
So,
yes,
if we can, I'd like to get that before, so I would move adoption of Amendment 1.
The motion's been made and properly seconded.
Would you like to talk a little bit, if I may, Mr. Chairman?
If it would please the committee, I would like our attorney, Tom Tighe, to explain this amendment. He'd do a better job than I would.
No, that's fine. If you would, please identify yourself.
I'm Tom Tighe from the Office of Legal Services. The present bill, the amendment deals with the immunity to the employer or the business. The present bill says they only have immunity if the permit holder complies with the provision of the law, which is secure the gun out of sight and lock the car. If, for instance, a permit holder went on a property and for some reason the firearm was slightly visible under the present bill, they would lose immunity for that, and the amendment fixes that where they would maintain the immunity.
Go back in session. Any questions? Seeing none, I assume we're ready to vote on the amendment. All those in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Ayes have it. Representative Faison.
I renew my motion.
You can't do that.
I can. Move for previous
Question's been called. Any objection to the question? Seeing none, I assume we're all ready to vote. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? If you wish to be recorded as no, let the secretary know. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman,
Moves to
committee.
full committee.